It's what we are officially trying to brand ourselves at here.
It.
The next map is going to be Inferno, Jason, and, well, you know, Demolition Derby, I think is what Paul said. Pretty accurate description. 16-4 is the scoreline. And you kind of said, you know, you kind of laid out the story for us even before it happened. You did say, you know, they started on the CT side, very games. They won, well, they actually didn't win the pistol round. They lost it, but they brought it back.
Yeah.
So technically, they could have just as well won the pistol round. And then on the second half, they did the exact same thing, and then they kind of just rolled from there. Hard for Universal Soldiers to even get a foot on the ground in that sense. Hope, do you think it's going to be different on Inferno?
I think what we saw yesterday with Very Games versus Fnatic, that Very Games isn't invincible on this map. It is very likely that teams can still beat them. It's just about a matter of coming together as a team. And with that overtime alone, I think there is a good chance for Universal Soldiers to beat them. I mean, I've said this time and time again, and I still feel bad saying it a little bit, is that back when they were ESC doing the cups in cup number 4 and 3, they were so weak on Inferno. Like, that is something I can say hands down. They just did not know, or did not seem to know how to get around, get into sites, and hold them down. But after what I've seen these past 2 days, they have switched things up. I think they've been practicing Inferno a lot, and right now, this might play into their hands.
It very well might. I think, well, kind of like on Nuke, I suppose. It feels like Very Games are really strong on the counter-terrorist side. So if Universal Soldiers want to have a good chance of beating them, then it probably will be on the terrorist side actually for them. If they can take a lot of rounds early on, force Very Games to eco a lot, you know, limit their economy, make sure they don't buy the rifles that they need, and then, you know, limit them to have maybe only, you know, 10 or 9 rounds on the counter-terrorist side. Maybe it's going to work. Just maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, to me, I was saying in the knife round, it's on Nuke, obviously we're talking about, it's very crucial to win that one because you want to start CT side, you want to get that early advantage, and to me, I think if Universal Soldiers can win this knife round here and stay on the CT side, then I think they have a very good chance.
We'll
because
see.
that momentum they build up, you know, with Taz getting pumped up, I mean, obviously momentum isn't everything.
Look at Very Games. They have an actual, you know, firing squad, except for the fact that they have knives, but, you know, they're like a gang.
A knifing squad.
Yeah. Just getting ready to stab people.
Ooh, this isn't looking good. Wow.
Yeah, they practice them.
Knife round.
They practice them. They know what they're doing. They want to have everything under control here, and well, they do. So let's see. Inferno is coming up, and now obviously, well, a quick shot of the players here to find out what's going to be going on. The game. Well, now is the last time to decide anything. If there's any kind of special pistol round you want to run, any kind of tactics, then, you know, now's the time to do it before the game really goes live. And actually, Inferno is an interesting map. People complain all the time because, you know, we've been seeing a lot of Inferno this tournament, and it can get a little bit repetitive, but at the same time, I feel like Inferno is one of the maps that really allows for a lot of variety in strategy. It really relies for both passive and aggressive play. In the pistol rounds as well, actually, we sometimes see the counter-terror side going really aggressively down the middle, and you can try and pinch people by going, you know, 3 people middle, 2 people banana, throw grenades, throw flashbangs, and just try and overwhelm the terrorist team. And that's one of my... I like the aggressive style. I like it when people try for something that's a little bit crazy, but sometimes it works.
What I really like on Inferno is basically that, and then one more thing specifically is the fact that for the terrorists to get from bomb site A to B, it's very quick. So they can go for a lot of fake outs where they send like 3 banana, 2 A, throw smokes, throw flashes, and then just rotate over right away. The whole mind game factor of Inferno, I love that. And it comes down to which team can really play that off better. And I mean, Universal Soldiers, we've seen them be crazy on this map, playing very aggressive out of nowhere. And if they do that again, I think they might catch Very Games off guard.
Here we go, the 2 teams, Very Games and Universal Soldiers, and hyper exciting music, man. It makes me pumped up. So here we go. It's going to be Very Games on the counter-terrorist side and Universal Soldiers on the terrorist side. And we are ready to go. And look at the apartments. They are being occupied right now by a Polish team.
With those decoys, it's throwing them off a little bit, but there is a 4-man stack at this A site by Very Games here. A very smart move, and it's going to pay off here if they can pick up the kills. Neos, he does get spotted by Shocks, but he does back away. And right now, I think Very Games, their jig is up. They know they're there, and see if they can pick up these kills.
He's turning around all the time. Existence is in the side. He's trying to land a headshot on people jumping out, but not yet. Actually, it will be Smiths and Existence with the 2 first kill of the rounds, and now they need return kills. And it's going to be Bailey and Neo and Taz as well. They all come in for the joy, and now it's going to be Scream in a 1-on-3 situation. Great turnaround.
Look at that HP, though, on Universal Soldier. Oh, doesn't matter anymore. That Glock shot coming in from Neo. They pick up that first round. But now, Anders, we just saw us the map prior. they have to play this one safer. They cannot afford to let Very Games go for that P250 armor rush again.
Well, just as you said it, Shoxy buying body armor, and here it comes. They must know now, and look at it though. Taz with a Mag 10, and there's one on Snacks as well. These weapons do not do well against head armor, but actually Screaming Sisters don't have head armor if they can find those, but there's only 2 Galils. Yet Universal Soldiers, they have to learn from their mistakes. I'm really worried right now.
Let's see what's going to happen this time. Universal Soldiers playing very aggressively, going to push up middle. Snacks looking for that kill. Does pick it on a Smiths, but took him quite a few shots to pick that. And you see the rotate already coming out for Very Games. They're sending, well, they were sending one over to this A side, and it looks like Universal Soldiers are just going to work to CT Archway and just try to pick up a couple of kills. Not really look for a plant yet.
I think Smith must have been blinded because he actually did no damage. Snacks is finally going to go down. Scream defending in here. Going to be a good headshot from Neo, and he's just waiting for them to come on out. Existence here is the one with no head armor, and he's going to go down instantly. That's Shocks dropping, and MBK alone in the pit. Great round from Universal Soldiers. They stick together as a team. They force their way through, and well, MBK gonna actually
crazy leg work there.
Yeah, it's a bit of breakdancing at the end, just as he died.
But yeah, I mean, they played that one off so much better. Like you said, sticking together as one unit, not allowing them to get picked off one by one, not allowing those guns to move over. And with that, they take a 2-round lead here in this first half. And honestly, if they can keep this up, if they can, pull out, I'd say like 3-4 more rounds, they'd be looking very good on that CT side.
Yeah, and now there's nothing on Very Games. This is a clean eco, as we'd say. Well, I think there's one grenade on Scream, so I think they might try and throw a flash in the middle and just try and all go for it, like aggressive play. It might work out. We'll see. Neo's going to be the first one in here. No flash happening yet, but they will kill Neo and pick up that Mag 10. But the B-bomb site is open for business, and, well, that's where they're going. And
there's actually a 2-man stack right there, as we saw over towards mid. But either way, just like I said, free pickings here in B. You're going to be able to get the bomb down very shortly, but Very Games in hot pursuit. They're running through construction right away. They're looking for a couple of kills to stop this plant from coming down. MBK going to push him, but Pasha picking up a double kill right there.
Oh. I think they lined up for him. I think there was one bullet killing 2 people. That's always fun when that happens. And he's waiting for even more. If they come through the smoke, he's completely ready. Galil against no head armor. That's a good trade. And Very Games with no chance of winning this round, really. Just hoping for some exit kills if they can. Maybe force some people to explode with the bomb or something like that. It's a nice attempt, but I don't think Universal Soldier is going to go for it.
You see Pasha get the 3rd kill of the round for himself. Closing on that last remaining member. Shocks.
He is in there, but they don't find him, and he's going to come up behind them. Has a P250, and there is the shot on Pasha. Can he? No, he will explode at the end, but 2 kills coming in from Very Games. They managed to do something, and now the 4th round is obviously where it gets really important. If Universal Soldiers can actually win this, then they're off to a flying start.
Yes, they are, and right now Neo is leading his team 6-1, and yeah, we're obviously 3 rounds in. Yeah, they won the pistol round, but seeing Neo get in the zone right now for me is really scary if you're a Very Games fan, because he can definitely decide how games are going to go. And as you can see on the screen, they're going to split up here, try to control Banana like they seem to always do. But with those nades, they actually kind of expected, I guess, Very Games to push up, and didn't hit them, but it was very smart thinking. It shows they've done their research. Yeah, it's a good play from Universal Soldiers. They forced Very Games back, actually, without taking too much damage. And just as I said, that Taz takes a fair bit, but, controlling Banana here for the terrorist side is good because most of the time it's going to force 2 people from the counter-terrorist side to stay in B instead of potentially just 1. If you can push up aggressively on Banana as CT, you just need 1 person defending B. So Universal Soldiers, a good job, and now they can fall back and maybe go for a hit on the A-bomb side because they know there's only going to be 3 people there. Or they can be quite sure, at least, there's only going to be 3 people. Yeah, and right now they're kind of stacked up towards apartments, going to make sure no one gets through there. The Universal Soldiers taking their time. 50 seconds remaining on the clock here. They're going to throw the flashes. Smoke's going to come out shortly, I would assume, as Stacks actually gets a team kill on Bialy right there. Very Games. Smith picks up that kill onto Neo, and he's staying alive in this little side. And he eventually goes down to Pasha. They're coming through the archway. Well, 2 people already rotating out of the B-bomb site, so very quick leg work here from Very Games. The communication actually working just beautifully. And down in library, there's 1 person waiting. I think that's Existence. Scream gets a kill on Taz, and Existence does go down, and Snacks is trying to pick up whoever's in the pit, but it's going to be MBK. This is his position. Just like on Nuke, where he covers the A-bomb site, on this map, it's pit for MBK, and he's very strong. Shoxy coming with the final kill. 1-3. First round for Very Games, and it's the 4th one as well, the critical one. Yeah, great job of them to turn it right back around, but we're still in the buy round for Universal Soldiers. And just like we keep saying, 2-3 more rounds, they'll be looking very good coming into the second half, but Very Games, such a strong CT side. They're an amazing CT team for Inferno here, and they're still committing to this B-bomb site. I want to see if they're going to contest it this time, though. Looks like MBK just going to back away from the middle. Just going to throw the nade down.
Hey, yeah, that could have actually been really interesting. I was really hoping Very Games would try and push aggressively, because if they had, then Universal Soldiers would have had 4 people in the second mid, and that's kind of what you need for that aggressive push. That would have been really fun to see. But instead, it's going to be, well, a split push down to the middle, see if they can go for the archway, but they get smoked off. They're trying to come through the smoke, and that's a really bad idea. 2 people waiting for them.
It's great crossfire as well for Very Games right there. But you see MBK watching apartments. You know someone's coming. Smith gets a second kill right there with that Famous. And MBK picking one up himself. And MBK a second right there. And they're just shutting Universal Soldiers down really one-handedly, or one-sidedly. And another round on the board.
Clean round indeed. Actually a flawless round from Very Games. Didn't lose a single player, and that shows in their economy, and that's the start that they're looking for. Very Games is... I mean, when we talk about individual skill, you know, we talk about the ability to aim and to make tough calls in a one-on-one or 1-on-2 or so on, and that's all good. But Very Games' economic handling is just really, really on point. I think they're probably the best team in the world at actually managing their economy and knowing when to buy and not buying. And getting them a flawless round like that really gives them a lot to play with. But they're going to drop existence early on. Scream is alone at this bomb site. Can they take him down? If they do, then it's clean open. But they're being flanked at the same time. 2 people coming in from behind them, and Scream picks up the kill. And now Universal Soldiers in a terrible position.
Looks like they want to commit to the site, though, as Taz gets that shot on his Scream, and that should be bomb going down shortly. But MBK, he doesn't want to let this happen. Going through construction, and Neo sitting over towards Banana. Let's see if they can hold on to this. It is a 4-on-3, but they're very low in health at this point. And Neo, if he gets his kill on Banana, I would assume they easily should have this round. Yeah,
that kill, that entrance into the B-bomb site, so important. And there is the kill that you were talking about. Smith is going to go down. Shoxy and MBK left in a 2-on-4 situation. All of a sudden, they turn it around. They were actually locked in on Banana, but they fought their way out. The bomb is down. It's a 1-on-3. MBK alone will get the 1 kill. Gets dropped by Bayali, and there it is. Double for Neo, double for Bayali. And Universal Soldiers find that 4th round. And Very Games, well, they can buy, but if they lose this round, not so much.
I'm really impressed and really happy with the Universal Soldiers. They've definitely stepped up to the occasion, taking the first 4 out of 6 rounds here. And for them, I hope they can continue to make it happen, because they have a decent amount of money. They can obviously buy up again next. Oh, they could earlier on, but let's see if they can make anything happen. As we do see a 3-man stack by Very Games, though, over at Banana. They realize they've been losing it consistently, and they want to stop that from happening again.
I think you're right. You know, this comes as a response to Universal Soldiers trying to push Banana aggressively a couple of rounds in a row. As they think, well, we're just going to put 3 people here and grenade it down, but it doesn't work out that way. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the middle, and they're trying to force their way back. There's actually nobody in B right now. They could just make it back, and they're doing exactly that. They have the right read here. The Pole's doing a good job. Snags is going to go down, but they could get in and plant the bomb right now, and this is exactly what they need. They just need to smoke off towards CT, and there it is, being drawn on the map. Smoking that off will allow them that, but it's not right now. And Scream, well, he has a clear shot into this bomb site.
Oh, wow. Scream taking a lot of damage. Knocked down to 2 HP, and let's see if they can hold on to this, though. You see Very Games trying to fight their way back in. Neo holding construction, holding Bennett as well as he can. And as you can see, they're just right there. They're ready to go in, but Bialy picks up a crucial kill on the Scream right here, and that might have been enough to actually lock down this round as Neo gets a kill on the MBK. And you see another kill come in for Neo. He is stepping up. It's all in the hands of Shox. Can he turn this around? He's over towards Bennett, picks up 1. He's looking for a second, but he doesn't have time.
No, and they're so low. Look at it, 6 and 7 HP on Bialy and Neo, and Shox is making a run for it. Neo, he actually went aggressive with 20 HP. He's a very brave man, but it was actually the right move. Just, you know, if you look at your HP and 20 HP at that point, I'd be hiding in a corner somewhere just hoping not to catch a grenade or a bullet or anything. Anything would have killed him at that point, and he actually saved his team then a whole lot. And that's going to be, you know, an eco round like we predicted from Very Games, but the 1 rifle, as you're pointing out, Jason, here, is what they have.
Yeah, and he doesn't have head armor for it, though, so let's see if Shox can be the big playmaker he's been able to be before on Nuke just prior.
Yeah, he doesn't have an AWP, but he's still going to go for the snipe, and there it is. Oh, what a shot from Shox. He does get taken down by Taz immediately after, and that's actually pretty important. Smith has picked up the fallen rifle, so maybe they're going to just keep on trading it, keeping it alive for a long time, or what we might call, you know, the Russian rifle. People used to do that, just like a Russian team of terrorists with 1 AK in front, and then, you know, picking it up as it goes down.
Oh, so gotta be careful. There's a guy right behind him. He gets it. MBK is going to have a gun for himself, and this eco round, I don't even want to call it half eco round for Very Games, is starting to pay off here. They have the man advantage, they have 2 guns, and we see Universal Soldiers pushing this B side, but the bomb is nowhere near.
Great flash coming out, Existent trying to find the kill. He will find it now. Taz and Bialy are left, but 2 rifles are on Very Games, as we were talking about, and 50 seconds on the clock for Universal Soldiers. They could actually make the flank back, but they're not. Bialy drops down. It's all on Taz. He's 1-on-3. It's doable, but he has to move quickly.
With that smoke, it's giving him a little bit of advantage here. He does have the bomb, so he can go for the plant. He, in fact, will fake it. He wants to be able to get a kill or two here just to open it up, but wow, Smith's coming out huge, gets 2 kills for the round, shuts Taz down, and on that half buy, they were able to pick that one up and save themselves.
Absolutely critical. That would have actually been 6-2 in favor of Universal Soldiers, which would have been a great score for them. They would have, I mean, they're already looking really good. I think 6 rounds is actually all they need on the terrorist side here. But if they could have got any more, it would have been fantastic. Very Games are struggling right now, and economically as well. They're not done yet, the polls, but they are ecoing this time, and that's going to be tough to try and break through with.
Yep, Smith already picks up 1 for himself on the snacks here. And we see a second come in, a third come in for Smith, a fourth. And we see, I believe, the first ace of the finals coming in. Oh, it's an eco, obviously, but still it counts. It counts in my book.
Well counted in, absolutely. I mean, an ace is an ace. Pistols, yeah, that's a bit easier to do it, but still, you know, you never know when a teammate of yours is going to steal it away like we've seen previously today. So, not only did Universal Soldiers lose, not the last one, but the round before that, they lost it, and that meant that Very Games won an eco round, and it forced Universal Soldiers to eco, so it was really, really a bad round for them to lose. And Very Games, they might have dodged a bullet down. They're 1 round away from equalizing here, and we're in the 10th round now.
Being very aggressive here on Banana, but we do see a kill come in. Snacks falling to the hands of MBK. I believe that was over towards the A-bomb site. I think MBK actually pushed up apartments there for that one.
Yeah.
And with that smoke, just like you're talking about with Molotovs, you know, it buys you so much time to prevent the other team from getting in. And look at Taz, already down to below half health. Bialy already taking some damage on top of that in Very Games. They don't want to let any more rounds slip away.
They do not, and you're right, the smokes are really important in Inferno. Something we haven't mentioned that much, but they buy a lot of time for the counter-terrorist side. Now we see there's less than a minute on the clock, and actually Neo's going to push out here, but over towards the B-bomb site, there's always a smoke in place, and I bet there's going to be a new one up very soon. That's at least their style usually, but actually, are they running out of smokes here? That could be a big problem. That allows them to push in as well. They're going to smoke off towards CT. Spawn Existence is waiting. He tries for the headshot, not finding it. There's one on by. Can he get the second? He can. No Scream helping out. In fact, that's Pasha going down, and Taz is coming in to seal the deal, but it's too late. Scream will find, well, nothing but headshots for yet another round. 5-5 is the score, and they equalize it. Very Games now, you know, they have the money to really work with. Now they can lose 1 or maybe even 2 rounds before they start ecoing, and it was looking really close early on. Universal Soldiers could have had a very different first half. It's not done yet, but it could have been very different already.
And Smith, he's going angry mode right now, 14-7, leading his team, has double the kills of anyone else. And see if he picks up any more as he gets one right there in the BI. Gonna get a second out of Pasha. It's an eco round yet again. I'm not gonna get too excited, but still, I mean, he is laying down his mark in middle. He has been consistently hitting these shots and has been able to get Very Games, you know, a tied score currently.
Yeah, and obviously an eco round like this, can't really expect too much. It is Inferno, it's really hard to make a breakthrough. It's not like some other maps like, actually man, we haven't seen this whole tournament, but Train, where you can reasonably well put down the bomb in the eco round on the terrorist side. You know, you can get a smoke, try and smoke up the bomb site, run in there and put the bomb down. Doesn't really happen so much in Inferno. You need, you know, really, really good eco round kills to do that. So Universal Soldiers, they're stuck in an awful situation, but at least they'll have money to buy in this time. Very Games with a disgusting amount of money, basically.
And I think, I want to be confident and say this, that Universal Soldiers are going to go for a very quick rush here. I mean, they haven't been doing it too much so far.
He's shooting all the chickens.
What? I mean...
Scream, come on.
Who really likes chickens?
We had chickens yesterday.
Well, thanks to him, we did.
Yeah, okay, I see your point. I see your point.
Anyways, we do see a 4-man push on a Banana here out of Universal Soldiers. Not going to go for that quick play that I was expecting, but we're going to see actually him...
Oh, that was actually a miss by Existence. That should have probably been a kill, and let's see if Universal Soldiers are going to make him regret that decision or make him regret that mistake. They're going to be pushing out on Banana again, and Scream is ready and waiting. He's going to get the headshot on Pasha, and will fall back. He's, well, taking about 2/3 of his health off, so... I don't know, they're going to go back to the A-bomb side. They have the bomb there as well, but there's a crossfire set up in the middle. If they peek in here, that's going to be... No, actually, it's not even in the middle, is it? They're up in apartments, so there's just Scream in the... or Smith's in the middle here.
Yeah, but he's been laying his mark all over this right now. He's going to do it yet again with a kill on a Neo right there. He's looking for a second, gets it on a Taz, looking for a third here, but Bialy finally shuts him down. And with that 2-man hold on apartments, MBK, I believe that Shocks are able to rotate around here and really kind of confine him, but Snacks, what a shot on MBK in that pit. And he's looking... Well, he's not even looking for a second one. That's the problem, is that Shocks is waiting there in pit. He might be able to pick this one up if they do push in and Scream. He's running some distraction.
Indeed, and he's coming up behind them. There's both there and Shoxy. That was a really good angle to find. You know, they were both occupied looking down towards Library, and That's not good. So another round coming in from Very Games. Now they have a 2-round lead, I believe. They're really looking good right now, and well, they're all looking really motivated or concentrated right now. I mean, this is kind of the difference, isn't it? If it was Universal Soldiers taking a 2-round lead, you'd be expecting them to be yelling and screaming. In Very Games, they're really quiet. They're just taking it slowly. And you're right, Shoxy there with an incendiary grenade, and there's actually one in existence as well. So Very Games, and this is something we actually see them do a lot. You know, in Inferno, they do use those Molotovs to try and keep the terrorists away, and it's lovely to see.
Well, speaking of the screaming and cheering for Universal Soldiers, let's go ahead and take a listen on the RaidCall and just kind of see what's going through their comms.
Poleciałbym smok.
Ej, środek flashujecie jakoś?
Nie mam. Ja wychylam.
Z okna.
Poleciałem.
Nie trafiłem,
Flashuję w
Jest
B.
krzyż. Leży z krzyżu.
więc ja jestem ślepy.
Tixu czyste.
Nie trafię.
Stanley leży, jeszcze Stanley albo ruiny.
Więzienie!
As you can see, they're calling out shots left and right, and look at this. They've been able to pick up the round. Commentator's curse. That was like commentator's luck right there, turning it into him. But they take now 6 rounds on the T side, Anders. That is amazing to do, especially against Very Games.
It's really, really good. And was it 6 or was it 7? I'm just wondering because I can't see actually right now.
It's 6.
It's 6. All right,
Yeah.
good. So that's going to be it 6 to 7, and that's really, really important. Now, every round they get from here on out, it's just topping. It's really, really nice for them to do that. Very Games being overrun in the A bomb site, and looks like, are they going to go for the push once again here? Look at Shoxy aggressively up in the apartments, and there's a straight headshot onto Snags. It's going to fall back, so a great early kill. And I know that last round from Universal Soldiers made me so confident, but all of a sudden, you know, it's taken away. Shoxy, aggressive play, it pays off.
A great shot out of him too. That was phenomenal. In existence, you're seeing him. That incendiary grenade. He wants to be able to keep them away, and he had a smoke on him too. So they're definitely trying to make sure they have enough time here for anyone to rotate over. And you do still see, I believe that is Taz in apartments right now. You can check on your mini map. So he's trying to cause some sort of distraction here, and if he gets a kill, I mean, we've seen this happen before, where they distract at A and then they just rush B, and the bomb is still over towards this B site, so we might actually see this happen.
It's perfectly possible. The smoke comes out. He's going to try and flash through the smoke here. Taz with one, and maybe another one to follow. But MBK, you know, he's so experienced at playing this position, and he's just waiting. He knows that actually he's jumped down through the smoke. That's incredible. He actually managed to bypass MBK. Can he get a shot? No. It's going to be Nathan to take down Taz. And now the fake that you were talking about, it doesn't really play as well when your decoy dies. And Bayali alone in a 1-on-5 situation almost could have burned to death if he had tried to run through that. Not going to be working out. Great round from Very Games. Actually, each member picks up a kill, so we'll call that Team Ace, in fact.
Teamwork right there. That team ace, I think that's the first one we might have seen too.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that was a term that Threat actually taught me at some point, so we'll give him credit for that anyway. 8-6 is going to be the scoreline. The final round of the first half is coming up. Universal Soldiers, can they bring it back home? Well, they only have 2 AKs and body armor and P250 to bring it home with, and MBK has an auto sniper, and there's still an AWP on Shoxy.
If Universal Soldiers pull this one off, I think they might be able to pull this complete game out. And I think even with 6, it's very likely. Just like I said, not a lot of guns. Smith's going to still leave his mark down on middle, picking up 2 kills. Pasha does kill MBK here. Smith's still alive. Oh, he finally gets taken down by Pasha, though, and this is a 3-on-3 situation now. Existence still sitting in pit here, and we see Very Games flanking them from the back, but Pasha, he's ready for it. He gets a kill. Existence turns around, though, picks up 2, and Shocks from the backside, gonna get Pasha down. So we're gonna have a 9-6 scoreline here in this first half in favor of Very Games.
Yeah, and Pasha somehow didn't hear the op shot go off from Shoxy there. That was very disappointing, because that was looking... I thought he could have turned around and maybe got it, but it didn't work out that way. Well, 9-6 for a scoreline. It's actually not that bad. You're right. They could come back and win this. And once again, a lot going to come down to the pistol round. If Universal Soldiers can take it, yeah, then they're looking really strong all of a sudden. If it goes to Very Games, then there's a chance that Very Games can make the fight back and actually manage to do it. I think this is going to be really one of the most interesting halves of this whole tournament so far, at least. 9-6 for the score, so welcome back if you're just joining us. Very Games versus Universal Soldiers here in the semifinals. A best of 3, and this is the second map. The first map went to Very Games.
Let's see how Very Games can pull this one out if they're going to be pushing up here. Let's see, they are a little bit favored in the pistol rounds. And we've seen Universal Soldiers be so aggressive in middle, and that's what I'm wondering about how this game's going to go. Is Pasha going to go for another auto sniper like we saw him against Navi a little bit earlier on, as he does pick up a kill onto Existence?
Yeah, Pasha there with a kill, and also some chickens being being killed in the meantime by Shoxy. They really do not like those chickens, do they?
Dinner. We you know, still have dinner to look out for, so. Gosh. Anyway, that's a stupid joke. Very Games down one man, still working towards A. Bomb is still currently sitting in mid. And as you can see, there's only one man over at Banana for Universal Soldiers. They're stacking this A side, and Scream gets the better of Bialy, but Taz, he is waiting there. He is just waiting for his moment to shine right now, and he might be able to have it happen.
Yeah, there he's letting them through, but Snacks goes down. Taz, it's time to move, and he's not doing it. He's waiting for them. He knows more people must be coming soon, and they are. He turns out right now. We can obviously see there's the shot. Can he get the second one? He can. Taz, great double kill. It's going to be Smith and Shoxy alone. This is such an important round, and there it is. Shoxy goes down, and Smith's alone, and Taz is trying to gun him down. He will fall finally, but Pasha and Neo, 2-on-1. This is doable.
And it looks like he's just going to wait inside, wait for that bomb to be planted here. As he does actually spot him, Smith's looking for the kill here. Gets on a Pasha, but he still has Neo to worry about. And this is a 1v1 here. Neo, 100 health. Smith has 20 seconds remaining. Going to go for the plant here. And can Neo pull this one out? This will be huge.
He stops the plant, in fact, and Neo's being hunted down right now. Smith has all the confidence in the world. He's trying to get it, and he has to reload. 10 seconds on the clock. Neo should actually turn around right now and wait for it, because Smith has to plant, and there's the plant. He's going to try and fake it again. He goes for the shot. He finds it. Oh, Smith, the triple kill. Great round from Very Games, and Smith in particular. That was a 1-on-3 that he won.
That composure to just stay so ready for that. Even the plant, he just committed to it. He's like, he's going to rush me if I plant this. I got to turn around, try to fight him. And Neo, even with those sweet jukes he was pulling off, those spins, it wasn't enough to save him. So Very Games going to take the first round here. Going to have a 10-6 lead, and let's see if Universal Soldiers can do anything about this.
They have body armor and P250s now, but grenades instead of head armor. I'm really confused now. This is the Polish twist to the Very Games strategy. I'm really excited to see how this is going to work out. Very Games winning that round, and the way they won it in really makes a big difference on the game. I think Universal Soldiers, they would have been on a high if they could have taken that pistol round, but instead now they may be a little bit down.
You heard him screaming behind us. They thought they had that round until Smith said no.
Yeah, Smith said no. Oh man, that's really brutal. 10-6 now. And let's see if this maybe body armor will make a difference. They maybe don't even need the head armor because there's Galil's and AKs on the other team, so head armor won't save them all that much.
We do have a 3-2 split coming in here, but Smith picks up the kill on the Snacks, and they're just starting to back away. It looks like they're going to converge onto middle here, and you see there's still 2 in this B site for Universal Soldiers, even after Snacks went down, but a little bit of dinking going on. Bialy gets the kill onto him, and Smith returns with the kill back onto Bialy.
Yeah, they're going to wrap around the long way around the bomb site. Maybe going to be caught in the archway here. Taz coming around. There are some people in the arch as well. Taz with a great headshot, blinding headshot. In fact, Pasha is going to get the kill, but he goes down, and Neo drops as well. Scream coming in, and he's just clicking people away.
He got a shot through that smoke right there, that second kill. That was phenomenal.
I'd like it if we at some point could get the headshot percentage from Scream up in this tournament just for the fun of it. 11-6 is going to be the scoreline. Actually, wow, that's some pretty good timing right there. Scream's headshot rate for the Fall Cup here, 2013, 70%. Highest of all EMS players. There it is.
If that's not impressive, I don't know what is.
In plain text and numbers. No doubting any more can be done. Universal Soldiers...
we have a 4-man stack of B for Universal Soldiers. If they can pick up this kill, this would be huge.
They do get the one on Smiths, and, well, going to be able to maybe pick up. Actually, he just had a Bison. That's almost a little bit taunting, isn't it? Like, you get a rifle, but it's a Bison.
Oh, well, but let's see if Taz, he knows they're coming in. Everyone is rotating over. If he can just hold on, he can pick up 1 kill speed. Fantastic for them, but he gets taken down by MBK, and this gives Very Games this positioning inside the site.
So, Bialy and Pasha, 2-on-4 situation. Scream waiting for them to come through the smoke. If they do, well, then it's going to be really tough. He even throws out a flashbang, because why not? And MBK, is he just guessing through the smoke? He's just hoping. He can hear them running through there, so he just wants to find the right angle. But so far, not so much. Pasha, 1-on-3. Finally, MBK comes in with a kill. 12-6 as a scoreline. And now Universal Soldiers, I mean, the fact that they lost the pistol round does not put them out of the game. I have faith. I want to see that third map on Cash. I think it's possible.
Right now, I'm looking at this, though. This is what worries me. If Universal Soldiers lose this round, I think their spirit's going to be broken.
Well... I think you're right. You know, this is one of those critical rounds, and Smith has got somehow 28 kills, which is really it's really too much, isn't it?
For any one man.
They're gonna put Smith in the Overwatch, and somebody's gonna ban him.
Oh, there we go. Neo picking up the first kill. This is exactly what they need to stay in this, at least in my opinion. And the bomb is still over towards Banana. They do have 1 man over towards this A side. I believe that's in the hands of Shox, and he's trying to create some sort of distraction, but even then, they're actually going to commit over towards A, and with that, US is going to rotate someone over from B. So only 1 man sitting there. 4 at this A site, this could be disastrous for Very Games.
It could. Great early kill, obviously, from Universal Soldiers. Not losing any health either doing so. Well, 8 damage taken on Neo, and now the push is coming through. They smoked up towards short, and they're running towards the archway, so don't want to get caught in any kind of crossfire. Bialy gets another kill. That's actually through the smoke, so great play. And Very Games, they're dropping in numbers, but Scream finds the one headshot on Pasha, and that might be the beginning of the comeback in this round.
I just see one man still over at B for Universal Soldiers, but right now it's not mattering as Bialy picks up a second of the round. Scream, last man standing here for Very Games, gonna be pushing up, trying to go around towards A, but there is actually a Universal Soldier person inside archway.
Yeah.
Snacks, he could just push through it now and pick up 2 kills. However,
he already did damage to Scream
Yeah.
actually walking through there, so really great job. They need to just play this slowly, passively, wait for Very Games to come. There's no point in them trying to hunt them or challenge him at all.
and there's 13 seconds on the clock right now. Taz just trying to distract him, just like you said. Bomb is actually being planted right now. It will get down, but Neo picks up that kill. Shock's last man standing, gonna go down. So Universal Soldiers gonna stay alive here, gonna get the round, but still importantly for Very Games, they got the plant. They have the money to spend again.
Yeah, I mean, if you can actually, you know, they were in a 2-on-4 situation. They got the 1 kill, made it 2-on-3, and put down the bomb. That's a pretty huge success for Very Games, considering what they were in. So, yeah, that gives them money to buy once again here, and that's going to be pretty important. 12-7, and Universal Soldiers, well, there's only 5 rounds between these two teams. This is going to be a really close matchup.
This might have been like the first round to kick off, you know, the next 6 or 7 or maybe even more for them.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can pull it off. They are sending 2 back to B yet again. They want to be able to control that. And for good reason, Very Games actually pushed up there trying to get control themselves, and it looks like with this push, Neo going to be looking for a kill or 2, and this could be fantastic for him. He might be able to pick up something, but it looks like instead he's just going to back away. He's going to play it safe, which you can respect.
They are actually all coming, so it's really great, especially because Universal Soldiers actually had 3 people here already, but now one of them has fallen back, and he's actually coming back in again. I think that's Pasha who's about to rotate in, so they're at the right site, but Very Games, they do a lot of faking on this map, and Snacks is going to go out a peek, and that's a really good peek out here from Snacks. If he can realize there's nobody there, that gives them a ton of information.
But look what they're doing. They actually just came back right off the back of that, too. They're playing mind games within mind games currently, and Shox gets taken down over at A, so now Universal Soldiers know what's coming down to B. Very Games rushing in, but can they take the site?
They need to move quickly. They need to kill these people at the back of the site and just go for it. They have no time to wait. They know the backup is coming, so really speed here for Very Games is the key. But Snags, he's putting a hold to it. Neo gets a kill as well. It's Scream alone in a 1-on-5, and a great defense from US. And just both sides, they got all the kills. Nobody dying. Fantastic.
And just for the fact of staying, just, you know, not giving up, not rotating over too early. I mean, they saw them going back, but that push that I think it was Snacks made. Yeah, Snacks made in a banana. I think that single-handedly kind of turned it around because they knew they weren't there. But then I think he heard them coming back, so everyone was able to stay in B, and they were able to pick up those kills.
And now it's an eco round from Very Games, and a full eco, no body armor or anything, so great play from Universal Soldiers. This is going to make a big difference for them, momentum-wise, and just team chemistry-wise. They're going to be doing a little bit better after this one, so yeah, maybe a little bit of a Benny Hill theme strategy coming out from Very Games, running back and forth up along Banana. I mean, it could fake them out. It could end up that Universal Soldiers make a rotation, and if they hit the right side at the right time, maybe it works out.
That's one of my favorite shots. Going through CT spawn to B, back to A, through CT spawn. You just keep going in circles until you kill them all, but obviously at my skill level, that kind of works, unfortunately. But right now,
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, sadly.
Matchmaking strats.
Oh, man. MBK already down to 17 HP. Just like you said, eco run out of them, so we're looking at a 12-9 score line, and Universal Soldiers, they're doing just like you said. They're taking it 1 round at a time, and as long as they keep doing that, as long as they keep winning those rounds, they have a very good chance of pulling us to a map number 3.
So I'm really curious. 12-8 is going to be the score, and I'm really wondering if they take this round easily, if we should almost try and switch it over just as it changes to the voice comms, just to see how happy they're going to be. Well, Snacks is defending right now, and up on coils as well. Neo with the Molotov, and here we go. Snacks going to pick up 3 of them. Can he get the ace this time? Actually, Neo will pick off 1, and I'm just wondering.
Oni zagrają 100%, wyskoczą dywanem teraz, bo wiedzą, że gramy agresor standard.
Kogo
Hey!
They are pretty happy.
I thought he was like, hey, why are you listening to us, kind of thing. I don't know. But we do actually have, I believe, a pause coming in, because we did lose someone over on Very Game's side.
That is the first time in this tournament that we have had a player disconnecting from a service, so
Smiths must be having a little bit of problems. Or not, sorry, not Smiths. What am I saying? Bialy must be having a little bit of problems here, but hopefully those will get fixed shortly here. And this is something that I actually am really curious about. And Anders, I want your opinion on this.
yeah.
When you're on a winning streak like Universal Soldiers have been for the past couple of rounds, and you have a pause like this come in, Does that affect
Yeah.
you think?
It can. I think if the pause is long enough, which I don't think it will be.
Yeah, this one wasn't.
But if it is a long pause, it can actually be a bit of a problem. But now we're right back into it. I mean, ESL, they know what they're doing.
They don't mess around.
No, they don't mess around. They have these things on lockdown. So that's really cool. It does make a difference. It's really frustrating in some tournaments because you actually do get the sense that some teams, they had momentum, and then all of a sudden there's a 15-minute break, and then, you know, they come back and lose. I don't think that's what's happened here. Well, very games, you know, they can't underestimate them. 12-9 is going to be the scoreline. And, you know, Universal Soldiers, one round at a time, they need to stick with it.
He's changed up his playstyle a little bit towards the middle, at least I think. But here comes the rush coming towards him, and he's actually going to get taken down by Scream, keeping that headshot percentage up high. But Snacks, with that nice flash coming out, gets 1 kill and gets some damage on his Shocks right there, down to 11. So, if anything, we're coming out quite ahead here. But very games, the rotating back around, if I could speak, back to B here. And Neo, he's the only man standing. Can he hold on to this?
He's doing exactly the right thing right now. He's falling back into construction. He knows that if he tries to hold against 4 people, he will die eventually. So he's going to get the 1 kill here. He's still alive, and he's bought a little bit of time for his team. The bomb is going to get planted. He's trying to wall bang through, which is a great idea, but he doesn't guess the right angle. 4-on-3 situation, and Neo actually playing this one really, really well. So, yeah, this retake could happen, but unfortunately, they don't have a single flashbang, just the 1 grenade here, so it's actually going to be tough.
They have 2 in sight. Shocks with 11 HP overwatching Banana and Existence. It's going to be all about him, I think. He can pick up the kills. Taz gets 1 on a Smiths. Existence goes down, and Shocks is all in the hands of him. 11 HP against the 3 members of Universal Soldiers. He gets taken down.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a 12-10 scoreline now. We could have an even game coming up here in 2 more rounds.
Very, very cool. And actually, I mean, that was a terrible position for Shoxy to be in. It would have worked great if they could have got a crossfire, but the bomb was actually behind the fountain in the B bomb site. So it's not like he could just peek off and kill somebody. Like if he was planted at the grill, he would have been able to maybe do something, but there was no chance. 1-on-3, great play from Universal Soldiers, and now, well, very games, they got the bomb plants that they could buy, but actually, if they hadn't got this plant down, they would have been ecoing. So, yeah, they're on the brink now. Polish team, very strong at the moment.
Sometimes it's all about the small things right now, but very games rushing up Banana, trying to control it here, but Universal Soldiers fighting back, get 4 kills. Existence goes down, and just like that, I think that was within 5 seconds. Universal Soldiers come out with the victory.
And we see the shot of the team. You hear the clamping in the background, and that's going to make them so heavy. Neo with a godlike defense behind that car wreck there. He just actually killed 3 people, one of them even with the USP. I thought he was going to go down. That looked like it was going to be very games making it through. And now the French team are under a lot of pressure. They're buying Galils. There's no armor at all on Smiths. They have nearly no grenades. This is very games' way of saying it's all or nothing time now. They know how good the Poles are at this point.
Let's see if they can take the game back for themselves. And in a little bit, I want to actually go back to the Universal Soldiers voice comms again, just to hear if they're, you know, getting really pumped up or whatever. But right now, Very Games sitting 4 in Banana, waiting for the time to strike.
While they're doing that, actually, maybe we can listen to the Frenchmen a little bit, because they're going to be coordinating quite a bit doing this. So let's hear what they're saying.
J'ai pas.
Personne, on passe, go. En 2 minutes.
Je suis blanc.
Mort piscine.
There it is. You can hear them just talking as they go in there. Snack's going to get the double kill. Shoxy with 1 in return. And now Neo in the back. He gets 2 of them, and it's going to be Shoxy alone. He finds the headshot, but 1-on-3. Great defense. If they deny the bomb plant here, that's going to make a huge difference. Very Games will have very little money to work with, and they're going to equalize the scores. Well, Jason, this is a great performance right now from Universal Soldiers.
And look where all 3 of them are. They're just surrounding them, but Shox picks up 1 on Bialy. Pasha, can he come around and pick this one up? Shox going to look for a second, but Taz shuts him down. And we're all tied up here in map number 2 here in this best of 3.
Such a delight to see them play. No bomb plant. 12-12 is going to be the score. And now the question is, have the Frenchmen got in them what it takes to finish this best of 3 2-0 style? Can they really come back here? This is an eco round for them. Shoxy's bought an AK and body armor, and actually there's some armor on Scream as well, so they're not even fully ecoing. I think Very Games are maybe clinging to the last hope here.
We catch him off guard too. All it takes is really 1 kill to turn things around, and we see Existence with armor and MBK with head armor and P250s, but now not any damage being traded across as BLA just going to back away, try to play it safe here, but all 5 men on Very Games grouped up towards middle, grouped up towards pushing into this A side, and let's see if Bialy can hold this. He's done it so many times before.
There's 3 people in the middle. It's not like you can see the lasers. They're, you know, a triple crossfire setup in the middle. There's only 1 person in B, so they have 4 people in total defending this A bomb site. They're going to be really tough for Very Games to come through here.
Here they go, Rush coming in, Taz picks up 1, looking for a second here over at Apartments. Actually, it's taken down, but Pasha picks 1 up, and Bialy sitting in pit. Gonna be trying to hold this one down to lock it down for his team. He gets 1. And Bomb is currently still up, but not planted just yet. Pasha gets that kill, and we see Bialy from the pit pick up the kill, and right now, Universal Soldiers getting the lead for themselves.
Fantastic stuff, and a little bit of a gamble as well. They had only one person in B, 4 people in A. That can be a little bit risky, especially because the player in B was actually holding far back. So they didn't have much information, but maybe they're just reading Very Games at the next level right now. And an auto sniper picked up on Pasha, and there's an AWP on Smith. So the last stand maybe for Very Games, and there it is. Smith will find the shot on Pasha, so an expensive rifle just lost.
Yeah, and I was saying that a little bit earlier. I wasn't, too confident when he did that against Na'Vi a little bit earlier on, and well, it obviously doesn't work out for him this time, but let's see if Very Games can take this round, and if not, it might be hurting a little bit in terms of money, but obviously we're coming down to the thin of it. People have to start winning the rounds. You have to buy everything you can, and where's the Soldiers? Down 1 man already in this round. We can hold on to this.
Yeah.
Another chicken.
Yeah, not the casualty of war. Stabbed as well, that's pretty brutal. 12-13 is going to be the scoreline. Let's see if Very Games have what it takes to bring it back. Well, they've got the early kill on Pasha. That's an important one. But it could all swing back. One bullet from somebody on the counter-terrorist side is what it takes here. And Very Games, they're really putting their brakes on now. They got the kill, and now they're slowing everything to a crawl. 40 seconds on the clock. MBK trying to shoot for the smoke, and that smoke will keep them out of the B-bomb site for a while. Existence is here with the bomb, which is a huge tell, and Neo gets the kill. He has been the rock of this team in the second half here. He's just been defending like a champion in this bomb site. He's going to throw out the Molotov. If they want to come, they're going to have to walk through fire if they're going to try it, and they're going to actually stop. They get the kill on him through the coils. That's a great angle from Existence to find. Now 3-on-4. That could be the pivotal kill here.
Bomb gonna be planted here in just a second. Existence gets a kill on a snack, so they have a 4-on-2 man here. Can Bialy come back? And I'm not sure Smith has that up.
I don't think they should go for this. 2-on-4 is too much. The bomb is already down. Very Games are not stupid. They are definitely going to be defending his bomb site. They're screaming with a headshot. And Taz, well, he's alone in a 1-on-4. I know that Very Games have the economy to buy here, even if, well, they lost it, but even if they throw away these rifles. But that isn't the situation. Like, this could come down to the very last rounds, and they might have needed those 2 rifles. Maybe that sounds like I'm trying to over-dramatize everything, but it's true.
You're very right. I mean, I think people underestimate the economy game of this quite a bit, and I'm saying Very Games is one of the best teams, if not the best in the world at managing it. And come out with that round win, and we see Smith still with that op, and you see Pasha, he's like, no, not going to peek middle again, not going to go for that a second time. And honestly, smart play out of him.
It is smart play. You don't want to make the same mistake twice, not against Very Games, so why not just try and smoke them away? And, Smith, if they force him up close with the AWP, well, he can still use it. He's proven that, but maybe a little bit less effective. And let's see how this is going to go. They're still really defensive on the Universal Soldier side. No one pushing Banana, nobody pushing Apartments. They're letting Very Games come to them, and I think that's actually a smart move.
Let's see if it works out, though. That's the real question. They still have 2 at Banana, though. 2 covering that B site. Very Games, like you said, taking it very slow, being very clinical about this, not trying to get ahead of themselves or be down on themselves. But Bialy, I can't say there's been one bad player on Universal Soldier's side. They've all been really stepping up, all been making those key plays, and yeah, Bialy, he's been instrumental at shutting them down middle. And let's see if he can do it again here as flashes are starting to come in. And that 5th man, MBK, going to be coming in towards this A side. Here we go. They're going to go for the push here. Bialy, can he defend against this?
Yeah, grenades up, and I think they're going to smoke off towards Archway. And Bialy here's in a fight for his life. He's going to go down, and Taz jumps down to pit, flashes out, but there's going to be at least one player coming out through Apartments, and I think it's Scream who's up there, and if he hits a headshot, that might just be the round. Snags is going to be forced back, but there's nobody in B. They've made the full rotation here, and that's the right move. Pasha's going to pick up one. He gets the second one. He gets the third one. Oh, Pasha, that's a... It's this headshot. This is all or nothing right now for Universal Soldiers. If they lose this round, it's a terrible, terrible turn of events. Then they're fighting for overtime, and they can't do that right now.
Bomb's still stuck in pit though. They haven't been able to transition it out and transition into these sites, and they're getting flamed right now from all direction. Universal Soldiers are closing in on a Pasha with a big shot right there. Gets Smiths down. It allows them to push into the side a little bit more, and they're still stuck in pit right now. And obviously it's a great position to be in, but not when you're on the terrorist side. And we're seeing Universal Soldiers clean them up one by one. Scream, last man standing. Can he pull this one off? He already gets one. He's looking for a second here. He's getting hit from all sides, and Neo closes it out.
There it's going to be, just listening to their comms. They didn't even talk that much. That's actually impressive, but we could hear them screaming in the background. And now, well, Very Games 14-14, their money situation, it allows for some buys, but this is a big deal. We can't actually see the money going down, so try and bring up the scoreboard. It's 14-14 right now, and Very Games, their economic situation, if they lose this one without planting the bomb, that's done. That's Universal Soldiers winning Inferno.
You've already casted one triple overtime. So there's a possibility for that happening again, but Snacks pushing up, being very aggressive on Banana here. First time they've done that, I believe, in this half. They catch him off guard, and they get the mana advantage here, but Snacks, he's so low on health.
Gets the first kill. It's always important, and, well, there's a Galil in the mix. There aren't that many grenades for Very Games, so, you know, if you don't have that many grenades, it's hard to make really tactical plays, because you need those smokes to smoke off various sites. I think they need to go.
And the thing is, you've always talked about information, and with him pushing up like that, Neo staying there, they know they're going A, and because of that, they start to rotate everyone over. But because of the calm that's happening right now, they're actually putting 2 back at B.
Yeah, they're making... I mean, Universal Soldiers just need to play this safely now. Standard and safe play. It sounds boring, but it's the smart thing to do here. They have a one-man advantage. There's no reason to take any risks. 2 at the B bomb site, 3 at A is going to be just fine, but they're really anxious about losing this round, and you can understand why.
4 seconds remaining with Posture, with those flashes really stalling them out here. And they do... in terms of positioning, I think Universal Soldiers should have this round, but it comes down to the shots. Pasha and Snacks going to create a crossfire here. And Snacks, can he pick up any kills? He actually gets taken down by Existence, and this is not good.
No, but Pasha and Taz coming back in return with kills. Shoxy and Existence are left. The bomb is dropped as well, so they actually can't even pick it up, and now they're in a terrible situation. Another man down. It's Shoxy alone in a 1-on-3 now. He's got the 1 kill, but he goes down, and there it is. 15 rounds for the Polish team, and this is a great situation.
And you said Very Games didn't have the economy to buy up this round.
Yeah, no bomb plant, no economy. Now they are, well, this is the Hail Mary. Now they have to just go all in, and this is going to come down to pure skill, and I think even a little bit luck. This is their P250 body armor buy with some grenades mixed in.
It's worked against Universal Soldiers before on Nuke, but I don't know if it's going to work a second time.
No, I do not think so. We could be looking at 16-14 here for Universal Soldiers. In fact, it's very, very likely. They have to make a mistake, and Very Games has to pick up a rifle, and then they have to go from there. Shoxy actually has one, and weirdly, he's the one without any body armor. So they might just try to use this rifle as a, you know, as a wedge somewhere. Try and get in, maybe kill somebody, pick it up on a new player, and then keep going. It would be a smart move.
At least over towards B. I'm not sure if that's going to happen because Neo has been on form today in this map. Shoxy actually over towards the A side anyway, so they're trying to distract him here. The bomb's currently sitting in Banana. Yes. You can hear them behind us. They are talking like crazy. They want to be able to shut this down, and here comes the push on B.
Yeah, Snatch running through, in fact, and they're flashed. You can see that flash animation, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Snatch trying to fall back, and he's completely blind as well.
Oh!
Is it going to be the knife and will? Oh, Snatch, beautiful play, and that's going to be a huge boost of momentum. 3-on-3, Shoxy, Scream, and Existence are left, and he's trying to wall bang through as well, not quite finding the angle yet. The bomb is going to go down, so it's not done yet. It could be overtime.
This is getting very critical right now. This is getting very crazy as we do see Bialy pushing in. He's going to be looking for a kill here. Remember, this wasn't Eco out of Very Games. They pick up a kill. They pick up a second. Actually, that wasn't a team kill. My bad. But Snacks, he's the last man standing at 1v2.
As time, you do not want to team kill anybody, but Snags here 1-on-2, and the bomb is ticking away. This is really, really hard. Very Games, they're so good at these positions. I don't see Snags come out of this. He's going to go for the defuse. How much time is left? No! Existence finds the kill, and it's overtime. 15-15. There we go. This is the semifinals now. Universal Soldiers came inches away, but the French team, with nothing but pistols and 1 AK, somehow they brought it back. What an amazing game, and it isn't even done yet.
This is like the highest level of Counter-Strike that you can see, and it's so enjoyable to watch, so enjoyable to cast, and seeing these two teams duke it out like that, go into overtime. Wow.
I mean,
good stuff.
A knife as well from Snags.
Yeah.
If he had somehow died in that situation, that would have been like the one thing people would have taken away from this tournament. Everybody would have, created a thread somewhere and said Snags lost the game for Universal Soldiers, but actually he did incredibly well, and that's really, really scary and funny at the same time. And now Yeah, now they need a little bit of time just to get something to drink and maybe think the situation through the overtime format is actually it's actually MR5 with 16,000 starting money. So the first team to get the 6 rounds in the overtime here, they are going to win. And right now, I just don't know. I don't know who has. Well, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I keep thinking about the word momentum. You know, who has the energy going into this one? And I don't know. I think probably both teams.
Remember the sides they're going to start on too. I mean, we had very game start on the CT side coming into this. And now because we have Universal Soldiers on the CT side going into overtime, they will stay on the CT side, I believe. And that is not bad. I mean, considering they got, I believe it was 6 rounds on the Terror side. If they can pull off, quite a few here, and if they can keep that energy and rally it up like they've done on the Terror side, you still could be looking at that game number 3. But then again, you think on the other side of this coin, who was in the same position just yesterday?
Yeah, it's true.
Against Fnatic.
It's true. It is not an easy map to play Inferno. I don't know. It's I'm blown away. I'm actually blown away by the fact that it's come this close. What?
I am too. I'm actually I'm almost speechless, and that's funny because it's our job to talk, and yet we can't.
I mean, the thing is, you're right. There is a bit of a difference because very games they did get to start off on the counter-terrorist side when it was the normal time. So now it's going to be Universal Soldiers doing that. If they can keep up where they kind of left off, I think they will eventually come out on top. I feel like they have just a little bit of an extra inch. I feel like very games got. I don't want to say they got lucky, but they definitely were not supposed to win that final round. And if it comes down to that once again, it could be that the Polish team is going to make it out on top. I think they are just slowly setting up to be ready once again. So I think all we can do is just enjoy this. 15-15, and the overtime is in effect. We even have a small little overlay for it. I love that.
And for everyone that's just joining us here, this is the second map in this best of 3. Very Games is up 1-0, and we are in the first overtime. Potentially could be more between Universal Soldiers and Very Games. And right now, I honestly couldn't tell you which way it's going to go.
We'll have to just learn here. So they've got standard set up here on the counter-terror side, nothing too exciting really. In Very Games, well, they've made it all the way up Banana, so they have control of that now. And Neo has been defending like a maniac in this B-bomb side. He's just been so good, and Snags has been helping it out, but sometimes Snags tend to sort of leave and go to the A-bomb side. And they try and switch it up all the time. Actually, this time they're going to flash out, and they're both flashed. Look at the animation, but Snags, he couldn't get the kill. Scream with one in return. That was a great idea, and it almost worked.
Yeah, going to be pushed up here. Bomb is actually going to be rotated around from Very Games, and Universal Soldiers did send someone else there, but we see Smith gets that kill down in middle, and that might be the key to let US know that they might be going A, but in their mind games, the bomb is still over towards B, and with that kill, it made them rotate back over, but Pasha gets a nice kill here. Looks like he's going to rotate back over to B.
It's going to be on Neo once again, like it's pretty much been all tournament, or at least all this round here. Taz going to pick up one, Neo goes down, and that's a big problem. Pasha gets the kill on Scream, actually, and I think he had the bomb as well, so Smith and MBK, 2-on-2 against Pasha and Taz at the moment.
Bomb's going to be planted here. Can he get the shot through the smoke? No, he cannot, but Taz coming in. They're both inside here. Pasha just trying to chip them down. He gets taken out by Smith, but can Taz pull this one out?
He's basically 1-on-2, and if they just stay safe here, it should be just fine. They just need to wait for him to come into a crossfire situation. There's the one kill. Can he get the other one? It's a 1-on-1. Smith there, and there is going to be the shot, the triple from Smith, and they've won the first round of the overtime, and that's actually a really big deal. It's been so hard to come by these terrorist rounds, so to get one in the overtime, it makes a big difference.
That was still so close right there. I mean, wow, Taz almost coming back, almost able to lock down those 2 kills, but either way, just like I said, Very Games taking that round, 16-15 now in this first overtime. They had 16,000 start money, so obviously Universal Soldiers will be able to buy up again here. And Smith, ever since he picked up that op, he's really been shutting down middle, and Pasha's been having a hard time dealing with that in terms of contesting it.
A little bit, and they're not going to try and, peek up and do anything. They just want to have the crossfire set up and then hope to kill them as they come in. They don't want to go aggressive and try and peek everyone off, which some counter-terrorist teams do. 16-15 here, and Smiths, well, they're making their way into the B-bomb side once again, and that's a great choice right now. There are 2 people defending, but Neo goes down. That's bad. Neo's been so good at defending, but he needs to step it up right now. Pasha comes in. He's going to drop. There's Smiths with the shot, and this is a really bad start. Snags, the only surviving member inside this bomb site. No, they haven't spotted him yet, and that's a big deal.
Oh, they know he's there. He gets one kill, but he stops the bomb play. He gets a second, looking for a third, but now Scream kills him. But either way, they stop the plan. It's a 3-on-2. Bomb has not been picked up yet again, and it allows the rest of Universal Soldiers to rotate over for this.
Yeah, 2-on-3, and I think they might just go for it here, even though it's a little bit risky, because, well, the bomb's going to be planted soon. There's MBK with the shot, and Taz, well, now it's not worth it anymore. 1-on-3 is probably not going to happen. I mean, MBK here caught off guard. Taz going to get that shot. They're going to have to make a mistake here for Very Games to lose this.
Taz going to commit towards construction here. He's been in this situation just a little bit earlier, just the round prior, but this time he might be able to get the better of them. He's over towards Spools. Scream's going to spot him here, but who's going to get the best of each other? As we see Shocks actually coming around the back of Taz, and he has to make the play happen soon as he's getting hit from the back here, and Shocks will take him down. And now Very Games taking 2 consecutive rounds here in this first half of the overtime.
That's a very big deal. 35 kills on Smiths currently, which is actually pretty tremendous. And 2 rounds in the overtime going on the terrorist side. That's really great. There are 3 rounds left of the first half of the overtime, and Universal Soldiers, they do actually need to win all 3 of them, I think. Otherwise, it might just be a 2-0 victory here for Very Games, in spite of all that they have tried on the Polish side, which is a whole lot. My God, they've been playing well, but the
Will it be well enough?
The Frenchmen, they're the defending champions. That's the question. Well enough. It's a loose term.
Oh, right now we see Very Games pushing up middle right away, and Bialy just getting out of position by 1 or 2 pixels. Gets taken down, so does Pasha, and Taz gonna come down out of Boiler, picks up 1. But it's not enough. Very Games have 3 men compared to Neo, who's the last man standing over at B, and it looks like he's actually gonna be saving, well, I was gonna say saving his gun, but he's still heading over towards CT spawn.
I think Universal Soldiers, they know as well that now it has to come down to these crazy 1-on-3 situations where you have to win them. I mean, you know, technically it might be worth it for him to save it, but at the same time, if you could bring it back somehow, that might be what wins them the game. They're not looking to, you know, play for more overtime or anything. They want to win this. He isn't actually going to go in. It seems like he's just waiting for any kind of exit kills that he could. If they're peeking him, maybe he could get a kill and then turn it back, but well, it's not so easy. And when they peek him, it's all at the same time. He actually does get the 1 kill in, and 1-on-2, not a time left here. I think, you know, it's too late. Shooting over a grenade to throw 2, smart play.
Not gonna get any kills here though, but he's trying to keep him inside at least. Maybe make him waste a little bit of money, but with how much they started with how winning 3 rounds works, they don't really hurt on that.
No, they're doing just fine. And actually now maybe we can try and talk, listen a little bit to the French team, just to get an idea about how they talk, because they do seem to be a team that communicates a whole lot. So let's just quickly tune in with them.
Ça marche. On joue sur Abdelli, il est chaud, on continue.
J'attends la Groban.
Ok, je vais te faire une flash antenne, attends.
Ah,
c'est bon, laisse-moi jouer tout seul. Non.
Ça gros.
Ok.
Ça smoke avancé.
Go, il sera tout
seul, banane.
Adil, reviens avec nous, vous êtes prêts? Attendez,
Vous êtes prêts? Soit exit, je flash, go traverse.
So there we see a lot of communication and pretty exciting as well. And Neo, well, he's going to be hiding in here as the sole member in the B-bomb side. A huge gamble from Universal Soldiers. And Neo, this time, is really time to shine. He's not got a kill yet, and they are going to be coming for him, all of them. And there's the shot from NBK. They smoked off CT spawn as well. Shoxy finds a kill anyway. Actually, Snacks is going to push his way through. And they're so blind. He get the 2 kills in, but it's not enough. Pasha comes in, gets 1, gets 2. Shoxy in a 1-on-2 all of a sudden. What is happening?
Shock's last man standing. He actually went to CT spawner here. He's going to flank around back towards B. But guess who's waiting for him?
Pasha on very low health, in fact. So Shoxy, he knows that he's in this bomb site. If he finds a kill, well, it's back to a really strange 1-on-2 situation. A 1-on-1, in fact. If only he had a grenade, but he doesn't. And now he's really low as well. It's going to be Pasha trying to gun it out. Can he find the kill on Shoxy? He's only seeing faces, but it's not enough. There's the kill. Finally, Taz bringing it home. That was actually Snags, I think, saving them, jumping through the smoke then. That could have been a round lost easily. 1 more round of the overtime is what we're looking at least for the first half. 18-16.
Oh man, Snacks and Pasha both getting double kills in that round. Fantastic job of them, but just like I said, last round of the half, Universal Soldiers, they really need to win this one.
Yeah, they don't have much of a choice anymore. They've already lost, 3 rounds, the first 5 here at the overtime. On the counter-terror side, that's really bad. They need to win 4 out of 5, I think. So I think Very Games are in a terrific position. They are inches away from making their way to the grand finals right now. So this time, well, last time was a B push. This time looks like they're heading up towards A, and they've actually taken over the apartment so they could just jump in there. So Smith, he has an AWP, and he's up close. You know, that's not... Does he understand what a sniper rifle even is? It has a scope on it,
It's just like a regular rifle, but it kills in 1 hit.
The scope, it's just for, you know, it's just the accessories for Smith.
Yeah, it's just for looks.
Just for looks.
But either way, well, see, as you see right there, was able to pick up the kill on Bialy. You did see Snacks go down as well. And that is Taz falling, and now that is 5 members of Very Games going to be taking over this A side. And it's looking like they're going to come into this half with a 19-16 lead.
Just back to basics for Raid Games. All they needed was the break between normal time and overtime, and then they're right back to doing what they do so well. NBK with another headshot coming in. Neo in a 1-on-5. Universal Soldiers are not going to win this round, and it's going to be 19-16 for the first half of the overtime. Very, very strong play. Neo does get the early kill, but I mean, there's so many people left alive. So 80% of MR5 overtimes with a winner. A 20% chance for double overtime. So
I wonder
that's
what the percent chance of a triple is.
I don't even want to know.
Probably ridiculously small. But either way, Very Games in the second map of this best of 3 in the first semifinal of the day. 19-16 scoreline going into the second half of the first overtime. That is easy to say. Can Universal Soldiers pull this back? I mean, we see them do some amazing things on the terrorist side, but this is the time to make it happen again. And you know, remember, they have to play cash after this if they can come back.
I mean, the boring answer is to say anything is possible, you know, round after round and all that stuff. I think Very Games are literally inches away from winning this game right now. They have done so well to win those 4 rounds on the first half, so they need 2 more here on the counter-terrorist side. Out of 5, I think it's perfectly doable. But Bayani with a great early kill. And up close, Shoxy misses the shot. Snacks is going to get another one. Universal Soldiers, they're ruining all my plans and predictions here.
Oh, man. That was amazing job by Bialy over in Banana. You saw him pick up that first kill and actually got, I believe it was Shox at 20 HP. With the nade coming in, saved his life. And just like that, Universal Soldiers get the bomb down at B. Going to get the first round of this second half of overtime. Going to take it 19-17.
There is a significant difference here to point out as well, which is that Existence, well, he's left alone in a 1-on-5, obviously. They're going to try and go and hunt for him, which is a really good idea. They might as well try and see if they can get this rifle away from him, and if they can, it's great, and there it is, flawless round. But Very Games, they have made a really heavy investment in this round. You know, they bought an AWP, whereas on the counter-terrorist side, when it was Universal Soldiers on there, they didn't actually buy that many rifles. Well, they bought rifles, but no sniper rifles or anything. They mainly just bought M4s. So Very Games have to be careful. 16,000 is a lot of money, but you can run out if you buy auto snipers and sniper rifles, you know, AWPs and stuff. So gotta be a little bit careful, and now there's no AWP on that side.
Now you're gonna come in. You're gonna hit, actually, wow, double nade hits Bialy and Pasha, gets him down about 50 health total.
And well, push up the middle aggressively. There's actually 2 people hiding in the cheeky corner here. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Shoxy, if they check him, they will, and he's going to go down. Great play. Taz with the double kill, and now it's all on MBK's get the 1 kill. He's going to keep spraying. Can he get a second kill? No, well, actually it does happen, but Bayani brings it back. 2-on-2 situation, and Taz is very low on health.
They will have the bomb in hand in just a second. They do have the option to go back towards B, but they're pushing towards Boiler's side here. With the flash just trying to back away. That smoke going to come down, going to kind of cut off this entrance. But they have a minute left. They have a lot of time. And you can see, with this time that they've been able to just sit here for, Very Games sent one over to B. So now it's a 2-on-1 in that A side if they commit for it, or 2-on-1 in B, and they're going through apartments. They're going to catch Existence off guard because he's sitting in pit currently.
Yeah, and the time that they're wasting here, Scream, he thought if they were going to go to the beat and rush, they would have done it already. So the fact that they hasn't seen anyone yet, he's just thinking, okay, they're probably just waiting and trying to fake us out at A, and that's exactly right. So 2-on-2, and well, Very Games, they're ready for it. This is going to be really tough. This is such a strong position, and because you only see the head when they come out of the apartments, and Existence cleaning that up alone, didn't even really need Scream there. 20-17, 1 more round here for Very Games, and I think they have the victory.
Well, Universal Soldiers going to be able to fully buy up here.
It's almost 40 kills on Smiths. That's pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
That is, and not to mention, I mean, 3 other people on his team have over 20 kills on top of that. Right now, it's getting very, very tense in here. You do see 4 men of Universal Soldiers rush towards Banana here, but I can't even tell if they're going to commit to it, but they do gain control of it at least, and that's what won them the first round.
Let's see, Bayani's pushing up. They need every round from now on Universal Soldiers. They're going to have to try and fight for double overtime is what they're looking at. They need the next 3 rounds in a row without making any mistakes at all. They spot somebody on Banana, but Very Games, they actually had 3 people in this B bomb side. They were expecting that maybe it was going to be a really quick push to the B bomb side, and then they would have been ready for it. Now that it isn't, you know, they've seen it, they have the smokes ready, they're going to fall back to a standard setup, so I like this play. And it's going to be all up to the Polish team to try and make a breakthrough. They need an early kill somewhere, and the problem is, if they come through here, they're going to look for... they switch it up. They're going to look for Existence, and then they're not going to be checking for Scream. And that's a big problem.
And I believe Scream does have a smoke on him, so it's going to delay him even further here. Because obviously, like you said, they had 3 here, so they're able to throw those smokes down quite a bit. But we do have the rush coming in from Universal Soldiers, but Existence gets taken down by Taz. A huge entrance kill here. They're going to commit over towards CT spawn, and Smith picks up the kill on the Bialy. Scream spraying away, gets 1 kill on the Pasha, gets the bomb down, and now it is 3 on 5. Now 3 on 3 here as Neo picks up that kill. But we have very low members of health over on Universal Soldiers' side, and Shock's very low, as well as Scream. And Scream spamming through the smoke, but he gets taken down. Neo and Taz doing work here. But MBK coming in for Banana, gets that kill, and he is in a 1v2. Taz is down to 1 HP.
Oh, and this grenade onto him is going to take him out now to a 1-on-1. Neo has already got the double kill, but it is Nathan Smith to take it home. What a great way to end it for MBK. Tremendous play, and I mean, Universal Soldiers, they tried hard. They brought it to overtime against Very Games on Inferno. That's something that has to make you proud, but just like Fnatic, they weren't able to bring it home. Oh, what a crazy game that we saw. That's going to be it, though. Very Games, they win 2-0. They win on Nuke. They win on Inferno against the Polish team. A really crazy series. But that means Very Games is in the grand finals. Universal Soldiers, they qualified for DreamHack still. And we'll have to see. The other group is still coming up. The one that features, well, NIP and Copenhagen Wolves.
Jinx. But yeah, I mean, what I love, though, is that the fact... Universal Soldiers, how much they've improved since cut number 4, or since group stages. Yeah. Ridiculous. And if they do put that much hard work and determination into it again, coming into DreamHack, I think they easily could be a top team.